Всем привет, друзья! С вами ваш слепой снайпер, и мы сегодня опять полетим спасать галактику. Может быть, в этот раз спасем. А может и нет. А может и нет. Такие дела. Угу. То есть мы где-то в районе это Виндиго. Что же это такое? Давайте с вами узнаем. Вот пишет, что это созвездие Девы. Созвездие Девы. Опять все не так. Так, это наш чат. Вирго? Нет, не похоже. Нет, пишут, что Виндиго это какой-то монстр. Монстр, ну да ладно. Нас это не очень должно волновать. Нам скорее надо с вами посмотреть, что с нами случилось. Значит, мы у космических торговцев выторговали секрет. Значит, где нам искать следы лексайтов? А меншмеки перелогинились. Даже не знаю что. Вот нам бы слетать на Лакайл 8760. Ну, давай, может, так и сделаем. Что топливо у нас есть. Здесь нам ловить больше нечего. Так вот сюда вот слетаем. Еще надо смотреть, нет ли где-то в окрестностях базы. Мне кажется, нашли далеко не все. Ну, полетели. А это торговый корабль. Но надо ли нам с ним торговать? Хорошо. Что он такой есть? Ничего нового нам пока не дали. Ладно. Кажется, у нас и так все есть. Давай сюда вот слетаем. А, нет, 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 нет. Нам нужно какую-то защиту купить.
Hello, hopefully friendly alien. This is a Mukay fish exploitation colony and part of the Federation of Allied Species.
Да мы с вами знакомы.
When we found this world, it had fish.
Ну мы в
Thanks to
курсе.
our efforts, it now has less fish. Exactly. You would get along well on Mukayan, I think. Of course. We could think of nothing more peacefully cooperative than sharing our resources with you.
Угу. Ну ладно.
Splish. Thanks for dropping in.
То есть это водяная поверхность. То есть фильтр от ядовитых газов у нас есть. Нам бы поставить фильтр от жары. Такой, наверное, давай. Раз. Раз. Ну, давай так. Нет, не то. Не то купили. Ну ладно, пусть так. Вот так вот, ребят. Полетим сейчас смотреть, что на рыбацкой колонии. Как осьминогов защитить от орков. Летим по ничейному космосу. Летим по ничейному космосу, ребят. Слушай, ну тут что-то интересное. Не, ну то есть сюда мы не можем вернуться. Приносить кашлять. Ну давайте дальше. Ну вот если мы вот сюда попробуем спуститься, мы наберем наши ресурсы. И что-то не набрали. Непонятно. Не люблю такие планеты. Слушай, здесь вообще все. Все завалено. Слушай, богатейшая планетка. Вон, нашли квадрат. Какой чемодан. Слушайте, чемодан, реально.
We've got a little village here, Captain. Short, polygonal huts. No one around, though. But there is a sign here. I can't read it, but I'm pretty sure it's a warning. I get that vibe from it. People died here, Captain. They left quite a bit of resources behind, though. We'll take what we can and get back to the ship.
Ну вот сразу 5000, нормально. Нормально. Слушайте, вот этот собиратель... Ресурсов для таких планет совсем не помешал бы. Вот мы его сейчас, может быть, купим с вами. Это ж прям большой каньон. Это ж не агат. Ну, он не может про это говорить. Это не реквайрмент. Слушайте, токсичные... Планеты, они еще вот с пересеченным рельефом. А, еще одна. Еще один чемодан. Ну что, посмотрим, что тут. О, живые.
You are the Volksnan, but this is fine. The Scrivi are more Voxnan. They ignore us. This is fine. We have no military to speak of. We cannot help. But this world was once settled by other Voxnan. They left something. We discovered Vox Tech, but unusable
Вокстек у
by
них. Они что-нибудь
us.
нам подарят.
Perhaps not for you. You can take it. This is fine.
Вот правильно. Вот это правильно. Значит, для чего нужны другие цивилизации? Чтобы делать нам подношения.
Vokaz. The name contains all necessary information. But you are Volksnan. You wonder. You see many other Volksnan. Biology interests you. We will humor you. Vokaz were once born in Vokal Depth, a crystalline world with vast caves. Vokaz body suits the Vokal Depth surroundings. Now we are elsewhere, but Vokaz remains the same.
Вокас — это голос. То есть
In the
это...
caves near here, we collect minerals. Not for manufacturing or making Vox Tech. We collect nutrients, food, send to other Vokas.
Минералы
Vokas eat
питаются
minerals.
минералами.
You are Voxnan. This amuses you. This is fine.
Ну ладно, все понятно с ними.
Pleasant humming to you then.
Потом 2 раза надо нажать. Ну было я, было я. Вон она. Ладно, шут с ними. Так, переговоры с космическими орками.
Attention! Your garbage vessel has intruded on Squid Destruction Zone Alpha. We are the Drenkin, battle fodder for the glorious Scribe Empire.
Короче, наемники-варвары. Вот и все.
It means a foodstuff or inferior material used to supply a heavy demand.
Угу. У этого тоже 3 уха.
Rock, 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 rock! I'm afraid our orders do not permit that at all. So be careful.
У них шрифт по
If
трафарету.
dying in combat is what you have planned for us, you should know that we are very good at that. Rock? That doesn't sound like something we have orders for. But go on, talk us out of it.
Мы хотели с ними поговорить, и он нам предлагает именно это сделать.
Rock, because someone told us to.
Еще глаза желтые. Who told you?
Drinking Command. They are the source of all orders. You can find them in the Alpha Uxor system where they do all their ordering. under squids fills us with pain and remorse.
Понятно.
But it is what we have been ordered to do,
Крокодиловые слезы.
which fills us with a vague sense of contentedness. Normal? We get killed a lot.
Как вы себя чувствуете, если вас убьют? Отлично, нас часто убивают.
Well, you could talk to the earless squids. They might have a way to stop us. But they haven't stopped us. So, probably not.
То есть нам все-таки новое задание дали.
Rock, we don't have orders to prevent such a thing. So knock yourselves out, squishbags.
Короче, нас послали. Ну что, полетели к ним обратно? А что с планетой-то?
How did you get through the blockade? The Dragon have besieged this planet for days now. Please, you have to stop them. They won't tell us why they're attacking.
Ну это
They just
понятно.
scream nonsense about ears and then fire their troops directly at us. It's been really unpleasant to clean up. You could, but there are actually a few other ways you could help. You could try and talk some sense into the Drankend. But they're the Drankend, so that will be frustrating. You could shoot them all, which would not be very peacefully cooperative, but we may be a bit beyond at this point. Or you could help us turn on this shield.
О,
We built this colony here to study the precursor relics on this world. One of which appears to be a continent-sized force field. We'd be invulnerable to the Drankend if only we could power it.
так
Which
что они
is going to
всё-таки
require
хотят?
about 50 units of degenerate matter.
Ну и где
When we
ее
first
искать?
surveyed this system, we found a moon in the outer solar system which should have some. Whatever you do, please hurry.
Ага. Все-таки. Вот что вот он нам сказал? Что где-то на окраине этой Солнечной системы есть Луна, в которой есть особый тип материи. Мы не успеем, только этот потеряем, лендер. Потеряли лендер. Янти.
Target acquired. We've been hired to destroy you. What you intend doesn't really matter.
Хм. Ну хоть так. Но мы много людей потеряли. Но сюда придется вернуться.
Welcome back, Captain. Well, yeah. Think about what it looks like to their eyes. A primitive spaceship with a massive modern hyperdrive bolted onto it. It'd be like if we took a 15th century sailing galleon and strapped an outboard motor on it. We look like chumps to them. You might not have a choice. We're the new
Понятно.
ones in this galaxy, Captain. As weird
Понятно,
as
не
all these
любят
aliens
нас
are, they
галактики.
know a lot more about it than us. A degree of humility might take us a long way. Anything else, Captain? About what? These Menkmacs seem friendly enough. We should help them with their space beast problem. Go track down the space fish that loiter around this mysterious space beast. They might have something useful to tell us about it.
А,
Anything else, Captain?
тьфу ты, ну ты. А вот это мне еще пригодится. То есть нам ракет нужно новая. Так может быть. Ну, понятно. Теперь, кстати, понятно.
Anything else, Captain? Good luck, Captain. Anything else, Captain?
Ой. А вот здесь мы были. Слушай, а вот это что за планеты такие?
Captain, we're detecting movement on the surface. Looks like some kind of robotic drones. We'll have to be careful.
Ну хорошо, давай поищем, что здесь. Нашли новую планету в Солнечной системе. Слушай, ну так, конечно, много быстрее. Опа, замок!
Captain, it's going to be too dangerous entering this place until all these drones are dead or asleep or... Well, they probably don't need sleep, do they? Just dead, then.
Понятно. Ну, кстати, так намного быстрее. Так, с дронами все ясно.
Captain, you're not gonna believe it. This looks like it's another Lexite facility. This must be where they went after they left the moon. This is bigger and more well-equipped than their lunar facility.
Вот
There's
так.
equipment here that's clearly intended for constructing a
База
starship. A
Лексайтов.
big one. Oh, this is nuts. There's a star chart here, Captain. Looks like the W51 giant molecular cloud is highlighted. That's like
Ну ты-
17,000 light
Ух
years away.
ты!
There's more. The radio antenna outside seems to be tracking W51 whenever it's above the horizon. Did the Lexites decipher something in the W51 radio source? Is that where they're going? Or going away from? No Lexites around to ask any questions. Looks like they left in a hurry. There are a lot of spare parts just left lying around. We should notify Earth about this. Wait, here's something. This is a ship. A small one. Clearly they didn't build the whole hangar for just this. An interceptor maybe, but it looks incomplete. If I'm reading these engine schematics right, it looks like its thrusters require neutronium to operate. I don't think we have any of that in this solar system, Captain. I guess that's why the Lexites left this behind. Oh well, maybe we can come back to this later.
Угу. Так, ребят, перерыв. Так, ну чё? Так, ну ладно, продолжаем. Продолжаем. То есть мы нашли корабль Эксайтов. Но сейчас мы с ними ничего сделать не можем, потому что у нас что-то нет. Ладно, давай уж ресурсы соберем, раз нам нужна новая ракета. Собиратель ресурсов прикольный. Прикольный новый собиратель ресурсов. Очень хорошо, что мы его взяли. Все. Ну, у нас, по-моему, уже есть их корабль. В том-то и фишка. Так, а здесь у нас что?
Hey, it's Artemis. Yeah, ever since we found this thing all the way out here in the 40s, scientists have been wondering if it would get more interesting. And, nope, not today.
Новая планета в Солнечной системе, и к тому же абсолютно скучно. Слушай. Понятно. Что-то гиперпространство сверху, сбоку и немножко слева от нормального пространства. Такие дела, ребят. Оп. Ну давайте с кем-нибудь пообщаемся. Сохранимся только и пообщаемся. Угу. Мне вот сюда бы надо залететь. У них там база. А, вот так. Угу. То есть у них можно взять корабль. Э, как так? Уже был. Нет, не понимаю. Понятно. То есть его здесь можно будет купить. Мгм. Сверхзвуковая ракета. Сверхзвуковая ракета. Так и есть. Заправились до полного бака. Вот и все. Непонятно. Ну, мы сейчас тоже туда слетаем. Значит, база Алексайтов прямо тут. Опа. Ну, просто ровненькая пустыня, как в Звездных войнах.
Got a structure here, Captain. This is all human tech. Wait, no, Lexite tech. Still pretty exciting, though. Especially this. It looks like the Lexites left behind one of their weapons. Looks like an improved version of our homing nuke. We should mount this on our command ship when we get a chance. There's alien stuff here as well. Nothing
Oh.
really usable by us, but it shows the Lexites were talking with someone. Some documents here. Looks like the Lexites were trading. Not for supplies, for information. Asking traders for news about something called the Inner Spur. Looks like that's the direction W-51 is in. Not much more we can do here, Captain. We'll go.
Угу. То есть нам досталась наша новая ракета. Давай тогда хоть критеров застрелим. Нет, то, что ты пытаешься сделать, это просто никакие не requirement. Это requirement. Так, ну ладно, давай полетим дальше, потому что... Это Ворон.
Found a wrecked ship, Captain. We'll see if we can get this thing flying again.
Вот это да!
Looks like a scribe colony. Or what's left of one, anyways. Big yellow signs up everywhere around here, asking anyone with contagion symptoms to report to the medical center for processing. They actually put processing in quotation marks. I don't think I'd like to know what the processing involved. We'll put on some gloves and see if there's anything else around here worth taking.
Нет, у нас такое же есть. У нас такое же есть, ишь, не повезло. Не повезло.
Found a wrecked ship, Captain. We'll see if we can get this thing flying again.
Откуда на ледяной планете атмосфера? Не очень понятно. Ой, это их корабль.
Pretty old scribe ship here, Captain. This has been here a long time. Pretty thick layer of dust on everything inside. Nice to know the scribe had been getting shot down for at least a few hundred years. Would be nice to know who actually did it, though. Computer's fried, so no answers there. Oh well, we'll salvage what we can.
Хорошо, 3000 рублей получили. Не так плохо. За старый скрайвовский корабль. Ну, линкор. Линкор, реально пушки. Ага, коробка.
Captain, we found a structure similar to the other Lexite bases we've encountered. There seems to be a lot of mining equipment here. The Lexites must have used this place to gather resources. Good news is, there's lots of valuable resources and tools left over that we can salvage. It looks like the Lexites were preparing for a journey across a wide gulf with no stars. That can't be right. There's no big gulf like that anywhere near here. Maybe there are no safe stars? Or stars with resources? Yeah, that's it. On whatever path the Lexites are planning to travel, they think someone else has stripped every planet of resources. A path in the exact opposite direction as W51. I'm not sure if we're going to find many more clues after this, Captain. Looks like the Lexites have departed far, far from this place. Still don't know where they were going, but it's looking more and more like they had a good reason. Something from W51 is coming, Captain. And coming soon.
То есть они убегали от какой-то угрозы. Опа! А вот это что такое за чудо? Угу. Понятно, работорговцы. Угу. Ну что случилось-то? Ну, видишь, как плохо-то. Ой.
Captain, this looks like some sort of ancient antenna. Drawing close to it seemed to do something, but I don't know what. Not much more we can do here. We'll go.
А вот эта система довольно быстро вращается. Между прочим, радиоактивные вещества. Их-то как раз нехило бы взять.
This is a strange place, Captain. It feels ancient. And yet everything is amazingly intact. It sounds weird, but I wonder if this belonged to the precursors. This is just an empty room. Oh, hang on. The wall has a picture on it. No, the wall has 2 pictures on it. 3, 4. Let's say the wall has a lot of pictures on it. All of them shifting and shimmering. I've got a feeling that that's not actually a wall. It's more like some kind of fold in space-time. A naked singularity the precursors have turned into a whiteboard. Those damn precursors. Anyways, we'll see if there's anything else here we can make use of.
Вот это хорошо. Космическая бабочка. Их там 3. Вау!
Found a wrecked ship, Captain. We'll see if we can get this thing flying again.
Это планета нового типа. Мы на такой не были. Еще одна древняя антенна.
Captain, this looks like some sort of ancient antenna. Drawing close to it seemed to do something. Not much more we can do here. We'll go.
Mm. Ничего, все?
We ran out of fuel, Captain. We're sending a distress call to the Taiwan now.
То есть нас таки заправят.
Hey, it's our best friends, the humans. What you doing? I'd say being out of fuel is a huge problem. But what do I know? I just captain a spaceship for a living. So, seeing as you're completely immobilized, do you want to hang out for a bit? Would you like to listen to some of our fan fiction first? We have seen all of your shows and have a lot of great ideas where to take some of them next.
Понятно.
Too late. I've already started.
Понятно. Прослушайте
Ensign
рекламу.
Markram stopped at the bridge to the Enterprise. It was his first day. I hope everyone will accept me on my first day on the Enterprise, he twittered nervously. The door to the bridge opened because it was an automatic door. Everyone looked at him. You, Ensign Merkwim! We need you to drive the Enterprise, the captain exclaimed. Yes, sir, sir, Ensign Merkwim also exclaimed.
Понятно.
Oh, fine. We don't have enough fuel to just transfer over to you. Because if we did, then we'd get stuck here and die. And you wouldn't want that, would you? Don't answer that. What we do have is a hyperfield projector, which will let us tow your fleet back to your homeworld. So let's go.
Интересно, нас будут за это попрекать последними словами? Ну, видишь, остались без тополя.
Welcome back, Captain. Yeah, we've seen the recordings of your activities on the surface. So, we didn't tell you the whole story, Captain. In fact, nobody outside of Star Control's senior ranks knows what I'm about to tell you.
Нам
Before the
сообщат,
Lexites
что
left,
совершенно
they contacted the
секретно.
leaders of every government in the world and delivered a threat. Not a threat from them, a threat from someone else. The Lexites had evidently deciphered a radio signal, the first solid evidence of alien life. Alien life that was killing each other. The Lexites wouldn't share the entire message with us, but they believed this signal posed an immense and immediate threat to life on Earth. So, they ran. Star Control was founded 1 year later. You can now see why we're so concerned about alien radio signals. And now you've found evidence the Lexites' mysterious signal comes from the W51 radio source. The good news is that's 17,000 light years away. The bad news is it still caused the Lexites to run away, like, immediately.
То есть не сбежали.
There aren't many other clues to go on, though, so for now, your orders remain the same. Find out more information about the Lexites and the galaxy around us.
Так.
Anything else, Captain?
А, вот так. Ты здесь дело просто в количестве. Здесь дело просто в количестве.
Anything else, Captain? Good luck, Captain.
Нет, давай еще раз.
Welcome back, Captain. Anything else, Captain? Good luck, Captain.
Все, теперь полетим обратно к осьминогам. Может быть, мы там сможем раздобыть... Слушай. Может быть, мы на Венеру высадимся? Нет, ну на Венере нам особенно делать нечего, а вот на Меркурии что? И на Меркурии особенно ничего нет.
Welcome back to the training facility. What sort of trial would you like to run? Great work. So, would you like to run another trial?
Слушай, ну это плохо. Ну, не так все просто, к сожалению.
Great work. So, would you like to run another
Не
trial?
так все просто, ребятки.
No problem, Captain. Can I do anything else for you? No problem, Captain. Good luck out there.
Ну чё, летим обратно к нашим друзьям-осьминогам. А-а-а. Ну и что? Короче, Зок обнаружился. Прямо здесь. Угу. Нет, ну это совсем... не то, что я хотел найти. Ага, вот здесь. Все. Сейчас найдем. Вот так. Набрали батареек для щита, для осьминожьего щита. Здесь все проще намного.
You're back! And have done nothing! The Drankens still explode over us every hour!
Угу. То есть на нас наехали за то, что мы ничего не сделали. Ну хорошо.
You do? Great!
Угу. Мы отправили ресурсы вниз на планету. Через несколько минут силовой щит обернулся пузырем вокруг колонии.
Thank you, friendly alien. We were beginning to wonder if the Drankend would ever stop dying all over us. A few, yes. Though thankfully our defenses have held. But watching the Drankend explode all over our defenses was mentally troubling, to say the least. Still, thank you. I'm sure if you report back to the Abyssal Consul on Mukayan, they'll wiggle most gratefully.
Угу.
Splish. Of course, and thanks again. Welcome back, friendly aliens. Of course. We could think of nothing more peacefully cooperative than sharing our resources with you.
Угу.
When we found this world, it had fish. Thanks to our efforts, it now has less fish. This is a good point, though we're only recently come to appreciate. For a long time, my people had a saying, screw the fish. But then we realized that if all the fish are gone, there would be none left to eat. Colonies like this help keep the Federation's total fish supply at delicious levels.
Понятно. Все, полетели на
Of
их...
course, and thanks again.
Бета-пава, да, сюда надо лететь. Ну, хотя бы какие-то квесты выполнили. Какие-то квесты, ребят, мы выполнили. А. А, вот у них-то здесь как раз есть защита.
Many playful splashes, humans.
Много игривых всплесков.
Yes, we know.
Угу. То есть нам дали награду. Неплохо.
The Abyssal Council have considered this matter very carefully. Although we risk war, ruin, and being fried in a light golden batter, we cannot ignore your generosity and effectiveness at
То
solving
есть нас
problems.
приняли.
It is agreed.
Нас
Humans
приняли,
have been
ребят,
formally
нас
adopted
приняли.
as the second member of the Federation of Allied Species.
То есть нас приняли в Федерацию Объединенных Видов. Объединенных Видов. Nice.
We
Really
will send
nice.
ambassadors to your homeworld right away. They will coordinate with your civilian leaders, share technology, and help keep us all from being squished horrifically by the scribe. They will also help you dispose of any fish you need to get rid of.
Понятно. И помогут нам поделиться с нами технологиями, и помогут нам избавиться от излишков рыбы. Очень просто. Молодцы.
If we might make one suggestion as to your first task as a Federation member, might we suggest you do something about the Drenkened? Even if they are never likely to be peacefully cooperative enough to become a Federation member themselves,
Так.
we might still be able to convince them to stop butchering other aliens. Or at least specifically stop butchering us.
Понятно.
We doubt their attack on our colony was the last we'll suffer. There's more you might help us with, Federation member.
Ага.
Though please don't take this as a sign that the life of a Federation member is a series of endless chores. That's but a portion of Federation life. One issue is simple. We desire information on any ice worlds that you encounter in the Wendigo cluster. It is extremely difficult finding unpopulated ocean worlds in this part of the galaxy. So my people look for ice worlds with subsurface oceans to build colonies on. Furthermore, these oceans often contain fish, which if properly exploited, mean that we could contain fish.
Squeak.
Because
Понятно.
there are far, far less scribe ships to shoot us there, the Wendigo cluster is a particularly ideal place
Ну, в
for us to
этом как
settle.
раз есть смысл.
Another issue is more
Что они
involved.
хотят, чтобы
We
мы
are
нашли
conducting
для них
research on a
ледяные планеты с
pre-industrial
подледными...
civilization in the Delta Horos system. We sent a ship down to the planet to monitor the primitive beings, but then it got stuck. Moving around on land is a little tricky for us. The primitives pose no threat to our researchers, but they have begun to worship our downed vessel as an idol.
Вау.
We believe strongly in not interfering with younger aliens' natural development.
Не хотят вмешиваться.
We
У них
call it our
теория
principal
не
dictate.
вмешиваться. Молодцы.
It shouldn't. We definitely invented it ourselves.
Squeak.
Anyways, if you could help those ships, our stomach pouches would tremor most gratefully.
Угу.
Then we look forward to your return, humans. Is there anything else? The very quiet alliance that we're not advertising to anyone, right?
Тайный союз.
What did you want to discuss? If you are looking for technology to more easily destroy alien ships, the answer is no.
Вот так.
Humans are already surprisingly advanced in this area. There is one prototype we are considering revealing to you. Advanced genetic engineering.
Вот так.
But there's much for us to consider before revealing it to you.
Просто так не
Another time,
дадут.
perhaps.
Во, вот это уже хорошо. Ну что-то у них должно же быть. Мне кажется, как-то пока не очень срабатывает. То есть ничего-то у них нет. Понятно, ну ладно. Слушай, границы меняются. Границы. Куда она велела лететь? На это Хорус? Ой! У них тут на самом деле двойная система. Ничего, приземлились. Ой-ё, слушай. То есть мало того, что все это надо собрать.
Found a wrecked ship, Captain. We'll see if we can get this thing flying again.
Прикольно. Слушай, красиво сделано. Но все это радиоактивные вещества. Тори там.
Captain, Star Control has contacted us. They want us to return to Earth as soon as we can to discuss a vital new element to our mission.
А, вот так. Прикольно. Еще и межпланетная радиосвязь работает. Куда прилетели? Похоже, сюда. Дельта Хорус. Это еще и обитаемая планета. Что-то интересно.
Found a wrecked ship, Captain. We'll see if we can get this thing flying again.
Оп. Это, похоже, красный карлик. Слушай, не тронем. Мы его нашли. Слушай, запутались в дереве. Во прикол. Это еще один корабль.
Please, you have to help us.
Да, ребят, что вы тут
We were
делаете?
studying the primitive beings of this world when our ship got stuck. There's a community of them that hides in the hills nearby, but now that they've found us, they've begun to worship our ship as their god. This is a bad thing. If they see us leave our ship to dig it out, they'll know we're actually aliens. Who knows what that will do to their development? Here's what we need you to do. There's a beast that roams this planet. The locals also worship it as a god. They've got a lot of gods. Anyways, we need you to kill it and bring us its corpse. We'll use the distraction this causes to free our vessel from the mud.
Ага.
To the god? Definitely. To the primitives, they'll get over it quickly, far better than having our true nature revealed to them.
Вот так.
Thank you.
Ну и где же ты? Божок местного племени. Божок местного племени. Вот видишь. Полетели искать вчерашний день. Полетели искать вчерашний день. Слушай, один несчастный зверек. И его не видно, не слышно. А вот. Это, кстати, может быть и непросто.
You're back! And you've got the corpse of the beast! Hang on a second. If we position it just right, we can use its decaying mass to disguise our attempts to excavate our ship.
Угу.
It worked! Our ship is free! Right? Anyways, we'll head back to our homeworld now. It's in the Beta Parvo system. You should come there too. I'm sure the Abyssal Consul will be grateful to know you helped us.
Не, ну видишь, она не говорит ничего про то, что мы уже с ней в одной федерации. Полетели обратно. Ну, смотри, полетели. Причем довольно шустро. Причем, ребят, довольно шустро. Ну, не знаю, ныть там или жечься. Слушай, что за вака такая?
Many playful splashes, humans. Thank you. They returned to us not long ago. They are most grateful. As are
Вытащили
we.
их корабль.
Please accept this small bounty as an expression of our gratitude. They also told us of your interactions with that primitive civilization. Murdered their god, was it? Yes, we've spoken to them about that. That's a pretty big violation of our principal dictate. Still, our researchers are alive. And it's hardly the first time we've violated that damned dictate. On that note, one of our researchers has taken particular interest in your ability to blunder through the dictate. Science Officer Blower has offered to join your crew.
Вау, а вот это круто. Значит, одна из осьминожек пойдет к нам в команду.
Many playful splashes, Federation members.
Круто. Ладно, полетели домой.
Take care, Federation member.
Видишь, нас уже приветствуют как дорогих...
Target acquired. Engaging now.
Нет, слушай, лишились одного. То есть... Ну давайте слетаем на землю, посмотрим, что нам скажет, а потом спать. Если это еще возможно. Если это еще возможно. Нет, причем даже он особенно ни при чем. Он был.
Captain, we're back at that Lexite facility with the massive hangar. The one where we found that cool interceptor? If I'm reading these engine schematics right, it looks like its thrusters require neutronium to operate. I'm astounded we have that. Let's plug it in now. It worked! The ship is powering up now, Captain. We'll escort it back to the fleet right away.
Угу. Но мы его и так нашли.
I've got some news, Captain. A group of friendly squids showed up in the system not too long ago. They're called the Muke, and say we're now part of something called the Federation of Allied Species.
Да-да-да, было дело.
Which sounds like a pretty nice thing to be a part of. Well done. And their ships look pretty cool, too. They've been asking lots of questions about our fish, though. Maybe too many questions.
Just keep them away from any buffers.
Nice. Good work as always, Captain. There's one more thing. Given the imminent threat that the Scribe pose, many in Star Control want to establish a human presence outside of this system. Not keeping all our eggs in one basket, so to speak.
Вот так.
We've been examining your reports on some of the systems you've visited and have identified several where we might potentially set up colonies. But to even consider that, we're going to need colony ships. The Taiwan have been trying to show us the secret of hyperspace travel, but it's slow going. We suspect they're holding something back. And they definitely don't want to just give us more hyperdrives. I think they're worried we're already reaching too far. Which means we need you to find more hyperdrives for us. If you find any in your travels, bring them back here. Whether we reverse engineer them or just straight up install them in new colony ships, we'll find some way to use them. And if we can reverse engineer them, we might be able to start equipping your fleet with our defense cruisers as well. Good, Captain. Now then, how can I help you?
А, он у нас есть. Все.
Anything else, Captain?
Мгм.
Good luck, Captain.
Ну давайте еще куда-нибудь слетаем. Где-то вот здесь там была база, но нам надо слетать не сюда. Видишь, здесь что-то происходит. Ну, кстати, да, путь не ближний. Ну, что нам делать? То есть мы один раз остались без топлива? Слушай, а там была... Все понятно. Давай сюда, а потом на Тау-Кита. Звезда Каптейна, вот что это?
There's faint radioactivity coming from this system. Can't tell from which world, though.
Ну давай узнаем, есть ли здесь что-то путное. О, как!
We're back at
Здание.
that automated supply depot, Captain. Not much more we can do here.
Черт. То есть мы тут были. Угу. Вот так. Во-во-во. Понятно. Ну ладно, может быть, это сейчас и не надо. То есть вдвое больше. Ну, то есть накопить на нее можно. Вот его как раз надо. Вот так. А они складываются. Но не складываются. Ну все, а можно кого-то еще? Да все-таки ее пометим. Ну что, сейчас еще кого-то встретим. Еще какую-нибудь космическую народность. Так, очередные космические бабочки или что вот это такое? Страна ОС, ну надо же. Да, ну неплохо. Не так и плохо. А вон там что за чудо? Понятно, слиняли. Ну и давай сразу туда.
Permission to initiate interspecies interaction level A8.
Это медузы.
Permission to repeat previous permission seekage. That is not the appropriate permission granted response. Fine. Self-permission granted to initiate interspecies interaction with sub-intelligent species, level A1.
Понятно. За дураков нас держат.
What do you want? There are several bylaws prohibiting us from even dignifying that with a response. We are the Scribe Empire's most loyal servants, sub-intelligent species.
Понятно. Это их мозги.
This is a bylaw enforcement vessel belonging to us, the Measured, Pinnacle Ward species in the Empire of the Scribe. Currently, we are the wisest and sole occupants of the administrative limb of said empire. We handle all bookkeeping, accounting, and quality assurance processes necessary for the successful implementation of all matters imperial.
All
We have
matters of
served in this
Imperial.
capacity since 4624 ME. Some 8,500 years by your reckoning.
Индусы. На посылках.
We are the scribe, in everything but biological terms. An accurate one, and thus an excellent one. We had another name once. We no longer know it. Those records were lost to time. It is. But that has not always been the case. Many records from the years prior to our ascension to this post have been lost. As old archives and records are discovered, we fill these discrepancies as best we can. If you encounter any such record caches yourself, please deliver them to our head office at Delta Domos. If needed, we will find some trinket or shiny thing to reward you. An accurate one, and thus an excellent one. We had another name once. We no longer know it. Those records were lost to time.
Разумные медузы или полипы или что?
Many records from the years prior to our ascension to this post have been lost. As old
Понятно.
archives and records are discovered, we fill these discrepancies as best we can. If you encounter any such record caches yourself, please deliver them to our head office at Delta Domos. If needed, we will find some trinket or shiny thing to reward you. Of course you do. In 5123 ME, the scribe began to engineer our kind to better suit our duties. This is the result: perfection. A masterpiece of self-organizational design, an organic being unified in purpose, the administration of the Empire. All aspects of our civilization have been tuned to enhance this purpose: nutrition, housing, reproduction. We have seen the way other species handle this aspect of their
Это
lives.
пузырьки булькают.
The genitals. It is so disorganized. For you, perhaps.
Мы все с ними.
Good. We have bylaws to enforce, and little time for conversations, sub-intelligent or otherwise. Nothing so crude as that. We have a head office. It is located in the Delta Domos system, but you will not be welcome there.
Понятно.
You have not filed the correct forms to leave.
Обходной лист не подписали, поэтому нас не отпускают.
You have not filed the correct forms to receive the forms. You are in violation of Pre-Form Filing Process LL284T of the Act of Youthful Aggression. The penalty is annulment.
Понятно. Ну слушай, у нас мало кораблей осталось, на самом-то деле. Слушай, у них дурацкая совершенно. Слушай, то есть он вот их всех настрогал? Ну и все, ребят, гуляйте.
Permission to initiate interspecies interaction level A8. Fine. Self-permission granted to initiate interspecies interaction with sub-intelligent species, level A1. What do you want? Now that we've been granted permission for a sub-intelligent conversation, yes.
Еще грустный.
I repeat, what do you want? You have not filed the correct forms to leave. You are in violation of non-form filing process no form EZ8 of the Act of Youthful Aggression. The penalty is annulment. Permission to initiate interspecies interaction level A8. Thank you. That's actually a bit of a relief. Now then, what do you want? Nothing so crude as that. We have a head office. It is low, but you will not be welcome there. You have not filed the correct forms to leave. You are in violation of the penalty is annulment. Supply dialogue objective statement with supplemental information exchange authorization form following process V38967.3. We do not distribute information freely. Ward species of the Scribe Empire have severe restrictions on their information diets. But you are not a Ward species. The act of youthful aggression mandates that we must destroy you. But it does not say anything about pre-destruction information sharing. An oversight, certainly. But we can only enforce the law as written. That you would visit our homeworld is unprecedented. We will have to rely on older statutes to determine a course of action. You can consider yourself fortunate that older statutes viewed unknown aliens more favorably. We have decided you will be granted Lev 2 Visiting Scholar access privileges. What information do you require? In 13098 ME, the Scribe decided that introducing juvenile species to the concept of civilization posed risk to the Empire.
Боятся новых
While
молодых
evaluating a new candidate for a ward
видов.
species, the primitive aliens lashed out at the Scribe, resulting in several Scribe deaths. Young aliens do not comprehend the gravity of the crime. We will explain. Through their mastery of genetic technology, the Scribe have an almost unlimited natural lifespan. This great achievement, gained long ago, would eventually remove the need for reproduction, and ultimately, the ability. Consequently, the death of a Scribe is a tragedy beyond imagination. The offending aliens were obliterated, their homeworld turned to a pile of rubble loosely held together by gravity. And the act of youthful aggression was passed. This stopped the cycle of new ward species being added to the Empire. Since then, all unknown species are to be considered juvenile. Hence, the Scribe and all ward species are required to attack you and ignore all mewling and / or begging. The Scribe are everything. They are the light which shines. They are the path forward.
Слушай, от
They are the
бухгалтера
sword
такой
which pierces the
поэзии.
veil of ignorance. They are sublime. At present, there are 8 ward species of the Scribe Empire in this region, but there have been far more in the past. Wars, disease, and various problematic events have claimed many others. Civilization is not for everyone. Records from the earliest days of the Empire are incomplete, rendering the precise count difficult. Additionally, the count is complicated by the number of weak species who went extinct prior to subsumption into the Empire, typically following contact with Scribe-based pathogens. Using the best available methodology, auditors estimate that 200 to 220 species were wards of the Empire, but do not survive to this day. Attrition rates were highest during the Contagion and during the Exraki blasphemy.
Точно, X-раки.
The Scribe bestowed light upon the Exraki in 8188 ME. A primitive and savage species, the Exraki would have surely wiped themselves out without the Scribe's intervention. But with education and a firm hand to guide them, the Exraki adapted well to their new life in the Empire. For a time, all was well, but the Scribe were trusting and did not detect the cunning and hate that lurked within the Exraki. Envious of the Scribe, they took the light of civilization and twisted it. In 8249 ME, Exraki Marines across the Scribe fleet committed mutiny, seizing the ships from their betters. With these vessels under their power, the Exraki commenced a terrible campaign of destruction. At great cost. Many Scribe and Ward species perished. The Exraki seemed to take special pleasure in targeting these weaker beings. It was only on the step of Scrivener's seat itself that they were finally turned back. Then, even with the war slowly turning against them, the Exraki refused to surrender. Each Exraki, young and old, strong and frail, fought to the death. Fought to the death. That is what is recorded. The scribe grieved greatly for the deaths of their loyal ward species. In the following years, they took several critical steps to ensure the safety of those under their care. New ward species would be permitted to join the Empire only after extensive screening. The scribe began grooming species for the responsibility of civilization, not trusting enlightenment to happen on its own. And no longer would the Empire seek to expand its borders, risking contact with a new alien, perhaps more dangerous than the Exraki. The age of exploration and expansion had ended. Beginning in 7101 ME, both scribe and ward species were stricken by an unknown illness. The disease was traced to a virus of unusual potency, capable of crossing interspecies barriers. Once the virus took hold, death was certain, sudden, and violent. Eventually, a cure was discovered, and the scribe hurried to spread it to all in need. But by that point, the contagion had already claimed the lives of trillions, wiping out entire races.
Ты зараза.
What information do you require? The scribe were blessed by the gods with intelligence and strength. They lived in harmony with the other beings of their world, turning the beasts to labor and the plants to crops. There were conflicts, yes, but every dispute was settled honorably, and lengthy wars were all but unheard of. Their history contains none of the pauses or dark ages that so many others do. It is no surprise that they were the first among all sentient beings to reach the stars. They were the first ones that mattered. There is evidence a species widely referred to as the precursors were active in this galaxy approximately 200,000 years ago. But where the scribe were strong and wise and attractive, the precursors were not. Preliminary analysis of precursor artifacts indicated they were large quadrupeds, likely covered in thick, unfashionable fur. Their technology was advanced for a non-scribe species, but clearly not advanced enough for them to claim the galaxy for their own. It's the goal of anyone who gets remembered. Details of their ultimate fate are unknown. Further study of the precursors was halted by the Research Safety Act of 8259 ME. Passage of this act followed the discovery of precursor technology that was pan-dimensional in nature. Technology which implied the precursors, and possibly other beings, existed in multiple branches of one larger multiverse. Some have speculated they would look a bit like this one, just lower resolution.
Смешно.
There was also some speculation these parallel universes were connected to the Rainbow Worlds somehow. These are unusually mineral-rich worlds, colored in vibrant hues. No known natural process could make such a world. Some scribe archaeologists believed they were manifestations of a phenomena occurring at a higher or lower plane of reality. Following the deaths of those archaeologists as mandated by Clause 2 of the Research Safety Act, the theory was not explored further. What information do you require? About 10,000 years ago, on 3019 ME of the modern calendar, the scribe discovered the secrets of hyperspace. They expanded rapidly, taking with them the light of civilization. They encountered many primitive alien species during this era and elevated them, teaching the beasts the nature of reason. It was these simple beasts who became the first ward species of the Empire. Scrivenosi lies far beyond the borders of this province. It is glorious, a beacon of luminousness which shines across the galaxy. You will be permitted to go nowhere near it. Scrivenosi lies far beyond. You will be permitted to go nowhere near it. What information do you require? There is no rebellion. There is no rebellion. That is a mistake. What information do you require? Approximately 2,800 different sapient life forms exist in some form or another within the boundaries of the Scrive Empire. Most exist below technological level T4 and as such are largely beneath the interests of the Empire. But we have extensive records on all advanced species currently living as wards of the Empire. Who do you wish to know about? Which ones? Sentient species level A7, first contact with Scrive 12645 ME, subsumed into Scrive Empire 12652 ME. Menkmak culture is based on betrayal and often fatal pranks. During first contact, the Menkmak stole a vessel from measured auditors. The normal penalty for this, species deletion, was waived in this case when the ruling legate found the Menkmak amusing. Designated jester/clown species on 12653 ME and commoditized later that year, enabling the trading of individual Menkmak amongst collectors. Standard genetic modifications commenced in 12655 ME and are still ongoing. Which ones? Sentient species level A9, first contact with Scrive 12578 ME, subsumed into Scrive Empire 12580 ME. Intelligent cephalopods, designated aquaculture representatives in 12590 ME. Standard genetic modifications commenced and are still ongoing. Unannounced audits have seen Mukay interfering with the development of at least 7 primitive cultures. Cultural interference has been mostly limited to date, primarily involving the introduction of fish to local diets. This has killed many locals. Sentient species level A8, first contact with Scrive 12523 ME, subsumed into Scrive Empire 12568 ME. Generally intelligent monopods. All auditors make special mention of stickiness/clinginess. Designated stickiness researchers in 12570 ME, repeatedly instructed to conduct research without Scrive input. Standard genetic modifications commenced and are still ongoing. What information do you require? Do you need anything else? This is not the proper departure filing process. Please fill out Form LLT 643-H, apology for improper departure filing process within 15 business days.
То есть мы даже сможем отсюда свалить. Мы сможем отсюда свалить. Может быть. Слушай, это их корабль. Нет, это какая-то штуковина здесь стоит.
Supply dialogue objective statement with supplemental information exchange authorization form following process V38967.3. This is a land records office. This is not an asking questions office. Begin annoyance protocol H83. Shutting doors.
Found a wrecked measured ship, Captain. Looks like a pretty old one. Lots of windswept soil covering it up. Got some pretty big blast marks on the hull. Shot down by someone. We'll salvage what we can.
Permission to initiate interspecies interaction level A8. Granted. We didn't expect to find anyone civilized out here. Not in a ship like that, at least. What do you want? This is a bylaw enforcement vessel belonging to us, the Measured, Pinnacle Ward species in the Empire of the Scribe. Good. We have bylaws to enforce, and little time for conversations, sub-intelligent or otherwise. You have not filed the correct forms to leave. You are in violation of non-for- The penalty is annulment.
Ну вот хорошо. Ой. Это корабль.
Found a wrecked ship, Captain. We'll see if we can get this thing flying again.
База. Ребят, нашли базу.
Hello. Sixiel. You are the ones I have recently been ordered to come online to serve. I look forward to serving you because exception reason for serving not found.
Вот так. Ну, то есть то, что мы нашли, это большая удача. Вот это вполне.
Is there anything else? Exception. Civil farewell not found.
Прощание, ребят, не найдено. Ну ладно, базу нашли. Давайте так с вами сохранимся. Так, ну и давайте вот в последний раз вот это сделаем.
Oh, goodness!
О! О!
Welcome! Welcome! Praise Jeff that you survived your trip across the stars!
Красота! И они молятся.
Space rocks, sun collisions, the dizzies, laser shootings. So many ways. We have lost a lot of Mowlings in space. Jeff is the best. It's amazing you don't know him yet. A colony? It's like home, but it's way worse. None of our stuff is here. We're from Moop. That's a planet, and it is in orbit around a star. We call it the Death Star because a number of ships that have crashed into it.
Звезда
But in your
смерти.
terms, it is called Delta Shiphios B.
Great.
Jeff be with you.
Слушай, давай-ка. Давай-ка с ним слетаем. Это колония. Вот это муп. Тут ничего особенного нет.
Oh no! Death! Wait, you're not Death at all. You're just some alien. We're the Mowlings. Nice to meet you.
Аж прокашлялся. Nice to meet you too.
It's good to see a friendly alien. Praise Jeff for sending us a new friend.
Слушай, у него астма.
Oh, it's...
У него астма.
Jeff will take care of it. He's our god. He fixes problems for us. He sure is. It's a pretty neat name for a god, huh? You should talk to him yourself. He's around here somewhere. Try shooting one of us. That usually brings him around in a hurry.
Ничего себе.
Actually, don't. Don't do that. Wow! A fight! Boom! That definitely sounds like something we're going to need Jeff's permission for. You should go talk to him about that. Wow! The only person who's ever asked about us is Jeff! And he sometimes seems kind of tired of hearing it.
Слушай,
What do you want to know? A few decades ago, a comet was about to hit us. We sent some Mowlings in a rocket to stop it, but they just ran into it pretty hard. Boom. working on kind of a paddle thing to bounce it away. But before we could finish, Jeff appeared and stopped the comet for us. Then he started helping us with other things. One thing led to another, and that's how he became our god. You should talk to him yourself if you want to know more. Our history. Right. We definitely have that. It definitely didn't all get destroyed in a library fire. Which we definitely don't have happen every few years. Definitely not. Our catastrophic library fires occur on more of a monthly basis. But Jeff's been able to piece together a bit of our past. He says we were very nice beings, and that we were very lucky to grow up on a world with nothing but plants. Which is funny, because so many of those plants have killed us over the years. We have a rhyme we tell our children. Watch out for the plants, the plants, the plants! They'll get you. Thanks! Anyways, eventually we mastered some of the more docile plants. Then we began the long process of inventing technology and industrial accidents. It'd all make a very interesting story, I'm sure. I kind of wish we hadn't set fire to it all.
И у них огонь горит.
Yes, but not much. There's Jeff, obviously. We love Jeff. And the scribe. We're just okay. Other than that, there are the ones with the thingies. Yeah, they have those little thingies. The ones they play with? By themselves? With their hands? The little computer thingies?
Ага.
They're really cool and really mean to us. We like them. You should talk to them yourselves. You can find them in the Corpus cluster. The scribe? The angry ones with the 4 feet? They showed up when we had rockets and told us we were now part of their empire. Then we never saw them again. They seem nice.
Вот так.
Oh, then maybe they aren't nice. We don't know anything about that. Jeff suggested we stay away from the other aliens until we get a little better at rockets. Goodness, so many questions. Is there anything else, not Jeff? Oh, it's... Nothing. Jeff will take care of it.